So welcome back. It is the 18th day of July. I've been back from a week's trip where I went, well, shall I show them?
Show them.
Can I brag?
Brag.
Here it is. I went fishing back home with the boys in Alaska. And that is my 40-pound king salmon for this year. Nothing better than king salmon to catch yourself. You start figuring out airfare, cost of the boat, tackle. I don't even want to know what the cost per pound of that fish is, but well worth the 35-minute fight. In the meantime, we're trying to fight in some summer weather around here, in a good fight to find some summer weather around here, and we have not done that today. Here's a look at Storm Tracker 2 radar. We're seeing some pretty good showers now over here on the east side of the Cascades. As a matter of fact, let's zoom in right up around the Dalles area, up towards Maupin, Duffer. We're seeing some afternoon thunderstorms there. And we're also picking up some pretty good showers down along the Cascades, down in towards Redmond at this time. There's Warm Springs, Sisters area, as you can see. The good news is all these showers are on the east side of the Cascades, and they're going to stay on the east side. There's the Portland area and the Willamette Valley were dry. As a matter of fact, we had a couple of sprinkles earlier in the day, but those have since moved well offshore. Daytime high temperatures, they've been pathetic. And we all know about Sunday and over 2/3 of an inch of rain, but look at this. Today's high here in Portland is 74 degrees. Now, we're supposed to be at 80 for this time of the year. It was 74 as well down in Salem. There were some 80s, but you had to go all the way over to the east side of the Cascades, like in Burns. It was 87. Ontario, nice summer temperature there at 95. And today in Pendleton, it was 85 degrees. But boy, west of the Cascades, another cool day. And again, as you can see, here's how things have been stacking up. So far this month, not just one day, but for the entire month of July, Portland's average high has been 76.1 degrees. That's almost 4 degrees cooler than normal, Nate.
Jeez.
That's all you can say is geez?
Jeez.
All right, how about this? How about Hillsborough at 75.4 degrees has been almost 4.5 degrees below average.
That's atrocious.
That's atrocious. Look at Salem, same story. They've been to 77.3, almost 4.5 degrees below average. And here's what's going on. So you look at this, and right up off the Pacific coast, right down there, you have this little upper level low, little trough of low pressure, and it is just hanging out right in the Pacific Northwest, and it's not moving anywhere. And I'll show you why it's not moving anywhere. Normally, the weather pattern should be moving from west to east for this time of the year, but it's not. And the reason it's not is because of this. That big heat dome we've been hearing about the past week or so in parts of the Midwest and the East Coast, it's firmly planted in place. And because that sits there and it's not moving, it takes an area of low pressure off the west coast and doesn't allow it to move off towards the east. So that trough develops, the east coast stays hot and sunny and dry, and the Pacific Northwest stays cool, cloudy, and wet. And that pattern just may persist for at least another week. Nothing. Now you're saying nothing.
That's atrocious.
It's atrocious. That's his word for the day. So here's your 7-day forecast. Notice this. Tuesday, 73. Wednesday, just 72. Thursday, barely seeing 70. Temperature actually decreasing by the middle and latter part of the week. Finally, some signs of improvement by Friday, but not until Saturday or Sunday do we see mostly sunny skies, and only one day out of the next 7 am I forecasting high temperatures of 80 or above. So that means only one day out of the next 7 will have some summer-like temperatures where the numbers are actually supposed to be for this time of the year. We'll talk more about that, talk more about how long that heat island over the eastern part of the U.S. is going to stay in place, and that means how long we stay with some cloudy, cool, wet weather. All of that coming up tonight on K2 News at 11. And, of course, don't forget to join us for our Facebook forecast Monday through Friday. And, of course, for the very best in online weather, it is KATU.com. And for the finest in salmon fishing and salmon cooking recipes, just stay in contact with me, and I'll help you out as best I can. We'll see you later on. Atrocious. Just atrocious.
It's atrocious.